Whoa, Dad. Happy 50th birthday. We are driving down a road. I'm not going to tell you what road it is yet, because then I'll ruin my surprise. But what this tape is, what we're doing on this tape, is we're going to go back in time and rekindle some old memories. Places that we used to live, places that we used to sing and pastor, and places that we just grew up at as a family. You know, I have nothing written down of what we're going to say and what I'm exactly going to do, but I think it's going to be fun. But doesn't this road look familiar? I mean, this is a road during in the middle of the afternoon, something probably you never had to drive through. But just see if you can guess this city right now as we're going through. I know we just left part of the city, but let me leave this in a memory to you. 50 years. 50. Gee, I'm 24, you're 50. I still got 26 years to go. Got 2 grandchildren. Gee, they got a long way to go. But 50 years, wonderful 50 years. It's been a wonderful life, not only to me, but I'm sure to Brian and Nathan and Sonia. And you've had great years with Mom. You celebrated your 26th anniversary, and you know, I wouldn't be here unless it was without you. You've taught me everything I know, and you know, this is something that I'm trying to just to pay back and so you can remember and bring back some old memories. I hope you enjoy this, and we all love you. Well, we're in another town, Dad, and we got a couple more towns to go before we get to my destination for the day and for this tape. This is a beautiful town. Of course, we're in the right smack in the middle of winter. Can't tell by no snow on the ground. It's kind of warm outside, but people out on bicycles and so on. But this is a beautiful town. You traveled this very road many times, actually on both sides. And you know, imagine coming home from work. Sometimes you got tired and you just kind of wanted to pull over to the side and go to sleep, knowing that you're only maybe a half hour away from home. You know, kept you going. Have you figured out what this town is? This is a beautiful town. Right now it's under construction over here, but it used to not be. But you know, we used to always get stuck at a stoplight right here. I don't know if I'm gonna try. Yeah, here we go. I was gonna try to get stuck, and I think we will. So we get stuck at this stoplight. You know, we'd be paddling in here as the kids. You'd be paddling here on your way to work, you know. And you know, this little town just ain't much nothing of it. You know, but memories. And it's beautiful. If you still haven't figured out what it is, well, maybe later I'll tell you, because we'll be back here. But here we go again. Always little kids, I always remember that fire station being there. I always liked to be a fireman. You guys remember that? Remember when I was a little kid I said I wanted to be a fireman? Too bad. Maybe that's what I should have pursued. Beautiful town, beautiful town. See, this is VP of Pakistan, Village Pantry right here that we just passed. They used to never be here. This car wash used to never be here. But now we get to the places that we used to be. See this Auto Works place right here, Dad? You guys remember what that used to be? It used to be a burger chef right there. We used to stop in there all the time. Burger chef. Of course, now they got a Hardee's, and a McDonald's is still up here. They even got a Walmart. Time has flown by. 10. Well, we're on the road again. Traveling. We just passed that city that nobody could really figure out where we're at. Now we're traveling on a road that's really out in the middle of nowhere. Many times you travel this road again, on the way to work and on the way home. And as you can see, not very many cars. And as you can see, just a plain old field out there. Lots of field. Nothing really out there. A couple buildings. Fun though, fun. You know, I was thinking, since we got a few minutes to talk, so we really don't really get to see anything, I came up with this idea. Actually, I really don't know how I came up with this idea. It just hit me one day. You're gonna be 50. And why not go back in time and show not only you, but everybody else, places where we used to live, places where we grew up, and then talk about a little bit of the memories that I have of it. And that way, you'll always have this for the rest of your life. And you can always look back at this and see where we lived. You were born 3/14 of 44. And you're celebrating your birthday of 3/14 of 94. 50 years have went along, and I'm sure you think they've been wonderful, or maybe sometimes you may think they've been terrible. But the things that you're going to see on this tape, the things that we're going to get to, I think will be great memories for you. And I'm sure Tyler and Clayton and Derek will enjoy it. But I think that myself looking back at this and going back and reliving this, it'd be kind of fun. We're about to the place that we're going to get to, and I think you'll enjoy it. Dad, this look familiar? Nice little house right here. Where we was born and raised, right here. Finally found it. Took me long enough. You can ask Steph about this. It's been so many years. Many years. I don't know if you can see it, big backyard back here. Still quiet, neighbors. House is still on the side. So I got that little bitch here. Well, Dad, we just seen the place where we were born and raised, and you know, I really didn't have a chance to talk about it too much because there was people standing out there. Fond memories of that place, and now we're coming into the town that where we lived for many years, at least what I can remember. I thought were many years in my young youth life, and I'm sure Nathan's and Brian's and many places. The big town of Union City, and we're gonna turn right down here. And I know when me and Brian, and of course I know Clayton and Tyler are gonna feel the same way when we were younger. But this little place here in a second, where you always played basketball, and me and Brian always had to go in and just watch. We could never get a play, and you'd always, you know, we'd come in there. We had them red or white and black shirts on. You guys bought them as uniforms, and played an old basketball gym here in Union City, and I always thought it was fun. This big old building right here, part of the school, and you know, it was kind of fun, you know, and I mean, it was enjoyable. I'll pause. It's a nice little school right here. We walk in. Goes going through these doors right here. The basketball, can't get into the gym, but this is what our school looks like. Nothing to it. Neighborhoods, stuff. Union City Gym. So we used to play basketball here. It's also where we went to my first, I think it was kindergarten and first grade, and always got beat up. I remember a time I came out of the school. Always time I came out of the school, which is right here, and this dude would always pin me up against these trees or up there against the front up here. And one day I came home from school and I was walking and walked up and down this sidewalk right here and made Mom a flower. Brian was walking with me, kind of like these little girls right here walking. You get these little girls?
I can't see through here.
These little girls right here walking and together, and we're walking up here, and there's always this little punk, man. This kid, this guy always, you know, just didn't like me. Always wanted to beat up on kids that were, you know, smaller than him. And, you know, he started, you know, whooping up on me right here, you know, pushing me around. Brian just kept telling me, shut up, quit it, man, leave me alone. And finally he got me all the way up to here, to these bushes, which are right here. He pushed me in these bushes, stuck me right here in these bushes. Brian takes off running. And I'm sitting here and we tore my flower up. Flower I made for Mom, he tears it up. It was pathetic, but, you know, I was walking home, coming to a place where we called home, and it was right here. Man. That is pathetic. We used to live here, Dad. Used to be the church. Grandpa used to run, and guys used to sing. We'd have good church services in here. Good church services here. And so I go on up here and see the side of it, and it looks like somebody's living here. At least somebody's living on the side of it, like our grandma used to live. We used to live here. And the house right next to it there on our left. You remember fixing that baby up? And that thing was a piece of junk. We fixed it up, made it nice and good. And we lived there for many, many years. We played football here in the front yard. Here in the street, we played football. Old memories. I remember painting this old church. Painting this big old church. I remember painting it, baby. I remember Grandma coming out, oh, we're going to have to paint it 2 or 3 times. Of course, I don't think that back porch on that house was there when we lived there. I don't think nothing, you know, I don't think it looked that good. They've done some work to it. But that church is all beat up and stuff, man. And I remember we used to play kickball or baseball right here in this front yard. This house. Huh. Things to remember. Yeah, they definitely have done some work to it. Okay. Well, now, you know, we lived there for many years. Remember we used to live inside that church. We lived there for the longest time, kind of like what, you know, me and Stephanie are doing now. And you know, I tell you right now, you know, I've heard Mom and you've always say, if it wasn't for Grandma and the times of letting us live in her house and live with her, what would you do? You know, Dad, you used to always have to come home and live with your mom, kind of what I'm doing right now. And you know, I think we're all kind of thankful that we have beautiful parents that are you know, loving and caring. But now that we go to that wonderful memory to another, we come over to the other house that we used to live here in Union City. And this was kind of my, well, I kind of like this house. Of course, I'd rather stay in the one in Greenville, but I kind of like this house. And this was an interesting house, and it was big. We all really liked it. And I don't know. I think we was a little bit older. This is when you was pastoring the church over there, and you know, Grandma. Whoa. Grandma was kind of acted like that, trying to walk in the middle of the road and want to get hit. No, he's pastoring in the church, and we was living here. We was all over, me, Brian, and Sonia, and Nathan, and it was fun. And next door neighbors here, Byron's, remember them? I guess you knew them when you grew up or something. And then this big old house right here on their left, the gray one.
It's for sale.
It is for sale. Hey guys, it's for sale. Come back and buy it. We used to live here. We didn't live here long. We didn't live here long, but we lived here.
I can't see it.
Why? Well, we lived in this beautiful house. Nice porch like Mom's always wanted. But we didn't live here long. We stayed here probably, gee, I don't remember. I was just a kid. We used to always play basketball next door over there, that basketball goal. Over there where that blue car is. And that girl always thought she was the best. And I'd always have to go out there, and me and Brian and Nathan couldn't play that. He tried though. But nice house. Had 3 bedrooms in it, I think. And me and Brian always shared a room. Sonia and Nathan always shared a room. Fond memories. The front porch right here, we'd always, right here on where that little duck is right there in the front porch, we used to always play wiffle ball. And we'd hit it out here in the street, and kind of, if we hit it over the sidewalk over here across the street, you know, we was home run. And then we always go to school up here. This is where you always come in, Dad. You always came in over here. And you always come over here. We'd play basketball, we'd play kickball. But you remember this big old field right here? Big old field here, we'd always play home run derby. For one home run derby, I think it was like little softball and baseball. We'd always play. We'd get next door and play the Byron's, our family against them. We'd always win. Big high fences now, they couldn't, I don't think they could hold us now. I don't really think they held us then either. Then over here was our school that me and Brian went to, just up the road from where we lived. I was playing kickball here and kick them over the fence, and it was fun. Memories, that's what I say, memories. And we're gonna take a cruise down a little bit downtown now, and kind of re-enhance the memories of downtown, and what things were like downtown in Union City, the great Union City. This town always stick in my memory. I'm sure it'll stick into you guys, your memory also, along with, you know, Mom's and Nathan's and Brian's and Sonia's and all of ours. And it's fun. I got something to come back and show my kids. Show my kids this is where I was born and raised, and where my grandma and where my dad and pastored, and it was fun. Now we're getting a little bit of downtown. It's kind of run down. Of course, this is the first time I've been in this town probably for 3 or 4 years. Actually really coming down and looking at it like I am now. It's still small, still tiny. A lot of places closed down. Kind of reminds me of downtown Muncie. Kind of closed down. Really nothing here again, as I say. Now we're going to take you up to a spot. We used to always go up here, you know, when Grandma was alive. Of course, you was around too, and every once in a while we come up to this nice little place. To my right down here is the downtown area, which I don't think we'll drive today. But nothing there, just kind of right down like downtown Muncie, and same old really. But the place I wanted to go down here was this place that we always went all the time when we had to do our laundry. And I remember going in here all the time as a kid when we was in our laundry. And of course now it's not, it used to be a VP right beside it, but now it's not anything. And it's still the laundromat. Still a laundromat right next to it, but the VP's not there. We always come down here to the village pantry. Every time. Grandma would walk down here with us, give us $1, we'd buy bubble gum. Now it's a Bloom's discount store. But I tell you what, that laundromat's still there. Laundromats never go anywhere. Now you guys are all probably laughing at me right now. Probably thinking, well, this is crazy. But it's the point that matters. You know, are we things that we've done in this town, things that we've, you know, little things that we've done. You know, and by the way, I meant to, you know, if this is first anybody's ever been to Union City, we are on the Indiana side. If I stick my hand, which if the camera would come this way, if I stick my hand out the window, kind of like this, I'm in Ohio. And now I'm in Indiana, I'm in Ohio. See that car over here is in Ohio. This is the state line between Indiana and Ohio. Always confusing, very confusing. And okay. You guys are probably saying, what the heck is this now? Ball diamond. This is where me and Brian learned to play ball. Far field back here. Where I hit my first home run. Played for the Union, it's called the Union City, I think we called them Union City Indians. I don't remember what exactly I called them ourselves. Hit my first home run back in them trees back here. What a thrill. Used to pitch here all the time. I think Brian played in this field here or played over there. We never played on the same team until our last year we was here. We played on the same team. But Dad, you're the one that taught us how to play, and some sport we probably should have stuck with. Probably could have been making millions right now. This field's still here and they still play it. And it's fun. Now we're gonna head back to Winchester, into that wonderful church that you pastored in Winchester on Orange Street. Remember this place, Dad? Different name now. Voice of Christ Open Bible Church. Huh. Big mistake right here, wasn't it? But it was fun. We got to do what we wanted to do for a little bit, didn't you? Nice church. Nice neighborhood. Just terrible people that were in it. Of course, if you got rid of that one lady, you probably would have still had this church. But never know. It'll bring back good memories of your youth when you was young.
And ignorant. That's how we know.
My birthday's tomorrow.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Bill.
Cut in the middle.
Happy birthday to you. And many more on Shadow Boy. I open your present. No. Oh yeah, you have to make a wish.
We need that cake.
You have to make a wish and blow it out, silly.
Make a wish and blow it out.
Blow it out.
Blow it out.
Make a wish first, and then blow it out.
How do I make a wish?
Silly, you're gonna get wax all over the cake. I wish for $100.
I said,
It won't come true if you tell. Get $100 million. Hi, Brian. Bill. Won't come true if you tell us. Won't come true if you tell us.
Mom looks like a whore.
Blow.
Nathan, we got you on tape saying that.
What do you say? Okay, open this.
You like that shoe?
Whatever it is.
Get a picture of his shoes.
Read your
Joey.
card first.
She John. From John.
To John Berger.
Thank you very much.
All right, Sonny, stand over there so I can get that belly. Stand right there. Lean
The
sideways.
picture of that shoe was wearing
No, now.
kicked back. Happy 25th birthday.
25th.
We love you very much.
50th.
He's wishing he was 25.
Sure.
I love 50.
Oh.
Wouldn't want to go back to
Is
25.
anybody here having a hard time with their dad turning 50?
No.
I had a hard time with my dad turning 50.
Bill's
It
had a
hit
hard
me
time
worse.
with
It hit me worse than it hit him. I'm not kidding.
You're getting old, Sally.
I was like,
I say if it ain't me, I don't really
I
care.
thought about this morning, it's kind of hard to believe. He does everything.
All right, Dave, what do you want for direct for? Oh, Jackson's mom.
I like to see that.
Maybe Swiss.
Fun thing.
Hey Nathan, say Danny Manning.
Jackson scored 9, 15, 13.
Yeah, but I don't know how to get it out.
This week?
you want it all the way back? Is it all the way?
Yeah, it will go farther, either way.
Oh,
You're
well.
supposed to push a button to make it rewind? Probably.
Alright, Kenny Anderson.
Oh, no, I mean, I haven't made
Oh, I thought you said you were done.
I am. So this has to go.
That's what I asked. Did you rewind the film all the
That's
way?
what I said, it won't hold it go. You have to press the button, the mic goes on.
Don't know that for sure.
Is that our camera? Yeah. Oh.
Billy, give it to
It's
me.
broken now.
Last time I heard it, Kenny Anderson got hurt right away.
That's why they pulled that line. Now, I got 2 pair of pants.
Gee. He needed them. I'm glad I didn't buy no more. Those are real good ones. 38, 32. And half 31, so I had to buy 32s. That's what. I said buy 31.
These are.
I took the tags off those. I hope these took.
Those look pre-washed.
It's pre-washed.
Shave off
I think so.
Or
Well, those are nice.
Pippen.
They look so big.
Eddie Johnson.
He's big.
He's
He's a big boy.
Hey, Brian,
These are 38.
What?
I'll trade you Kevin Johnson
That's the size
and
No, they're alright. I took the tags off those.
Chris Webber for Ron Harbor.
Where's the other cake? No. You made 2? No.
Okay,
He was
I'll
thinking
trade
in his
you,
mind 2 layers, so 2 cakes.
He bought a gallon of ice cream for each layer. Hi, Billy.
Robinson, Drexel.
How are you? Is it on?
Pants away now.
Is it like this? A couple pair I used to throw away. They're full of holes.
Newman.
Get a better view.
Hey, you want to get on camera?
Golly.
Here, Robinson.
Tell Daddy.
And I thought Stephanie was fat.
Put the camera over here, Dad.
Woo! Hi, buddy!
Happy birthday, Papa!
Happy birthday, Pap!
What he did?
Okay, Dad, we celebrated a little bit of your birthday yesterday, and now we're driving down the road to another familiar spot. You guys think by now, you guys probably think it's just crazy, but it's very interesting if you really think about it. It brings back some memories, and I think you'll have some fun, especially in the next couple of places that we're going to go. We're getting ready to go in here is a place where we used to live. I don't think we lived here very long. I don't know how long, I don't know how much I recognize this place, but you remember living back here in this little corner, back here in the middle of the woods, nowhere, and we didn't do much of fixing it up or anything, but we lived back here, and it was a fun place to live. Had that big pool. It used to be junk, and I mean, it was fun. I enjoyed it. Now it's all fixed up, and I remember going to the backyard, and the only time I remember Sonia ever learned how to swing a bat is that she hit me in the back of the, where she swung and she turned around and she hit me right smack in the back. And but this is one of the many memories that we've had here, and this is the last house we moved before we moved to Texas. Now of course we can't go to Texas, so you know, I can't get anything down in Texas, but remember we sold everything here and we moved to Texas, and so memories. Everybody remember this house? Nice house now, isn't it? We lived here. I remember this tree right here, buddy, was really, really tiny. Now, it's not. You guys remember the neighbors over there? The one dude, he was an idiot. Cussed all the time. Mom, you hated him. It was a nice house, though. Nice house. Remember all the snow we got? Our car was parked about right in here, and we got nailed sometime. It was fun, though. Nothing really happening. Just it gets turned into junk. Oh well. The memories. Well, dudes, here's it is. The house we lived in for many, many moons. Looks the same. Looks the same. Clean this baby up and look great. That was fun. And we're tearing this thing down and redoing it. Oh well. Life does go on.
Daddy, Daddy.
Yeah. Well, nice beautiful house. Used to have a basketball goal here. Thing is falling apart ever since we've all moved. Oh well. The memories that we've had, the memories we've done. Still trashy over there. You guys remember this place? Nice old front. Nice little church. This is where we started. I should say this is where you started. Many, 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 many moons ago. Yeah, I remember kissing Sherry Conker right there, Dad. You caught me. Right there, that little spot right here. Right down here at the bottom. You caught me? Well, actually, her mom caught me. She took me to you, and you just didn't say anything. Mom said it. You know, just don't get caught. Well, Dad, you remember this place? Nice looking church, isn't it? This is where it all began, first of all. Christian school. Remember AG buying this place up and fixing it nice and good? Remember we helped out? Big, big place. Many, many things we've done here. Many, many things. We had camp out there. And all kinds of stuff. Now they got that big old building out there. How things have changed. This on your 50th birthday. Just remember these things after we look at all this. And you just remember back anytime you want to look at this tape and just think back of the good old times and how things were and where we've become. Like I said, I think they've been great times. I'm sure you do too. I'm down here this March 14th, 1994, 50 years after your day of your birth, back on March 14th, 1944. The memories and the trails of your life is just about complete. And the many, many things that you've done and you've taught not only myself, but Brian and Nathan and Sonia, and how you've taken care of us through many, many hard times and through the many, many good times we've had. You're always there when we all need you, and I'm sure you'll be there when my kids and Sonia's kids and Brian's and Nathan's kids will need you. And then we can look back at this tape in another 50 years when you're 100. Look back at this tape and just think of the things that we've done. And you never know. When you're 100, I may go out and do this again. Check out the places where we live. Of course, half these places probably tore down. But you ask why I'm driving down the road and taping? Well, I look at it this way. Memory lane. I don't know if you've ever had a car and you was able to drive down the road and listen to good old Beach Boys, but the good times and the good things we've done. Of course, cars like that are in front of us didn't look like that. But just always remember on this 50th birthday that we love you and we're glad you're there and we appreciate you. Now for the final frontier, the final journey, the final voyage to the place where now you enjoy, the place where you like to be, the place where you live, your house. This is your wonderful house right there. Happy birthday, Dad.
That's the old home place there. Yeah. No, that's it. I went and took pictures there, went down to the bar and took pictures of all angles. Back down the farm there he went. These pictures hurt himself. Yeah.